Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be giving you some words of wisdom. These are some quotes that I find to be very helpful in everyday life and some good life lessons. Starting off the list at number 10, we have, "It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog." Now, this quote comes from a 1911 baseball magazine originally. It's been used many times, such as by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. And the meaning behind this quote for me is that it doesn't matter the size of you and your opponent. It really comes down to your will and how much effort you're willing to put in against your opponent or the task at hand. At number 9, we have, "If you're going through hell, keep going." Now, this quote comes in handy when you find yourself in a difficult situation and you feel like you want to quit. It reminds you to have grit, determination, and perseverance in order to overcome a situation. It's best to just keep pushing forward instead of lamenting in the situation and dwelling in trouble. At number 8, we have, "All I know is that I know nothing," which is attributed to the greatest philosopher, in my opinion, Socrates. Now, whenever somebody or myself comes in with a very strong opinion that cannot be swayed, that cannot be turned in any way, that some sort of fact is set and cannot be changed. And you need to remind yourself that sometimes you don't have all the facts, sometimes things are not what they seem, sometimes things change, and you might remember something wrong, and to have a little bit of humility and know that there's something that could change your mind or your opinion in one way or the other. At number 7, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Now, this is a translation of an ancient Chinese proverb. Similar to the last quote, it is a reminder that, something may seem daunting, a task may seem too hard to do, that it may take too long, that it seems infeasible or insurmountable. But if you break it down into smaller pieces and you just start doing it, that slowly but surely you'll be able to overcome this task or problem at hand. At number 6 is a two-parter. When someone shows you who they are, damn right you best believe. The universe showing signs, damn right you best receive. Now, the first part, when someone shows you best believe, is attributed to Mya Angelou, meaning when someone shows you their true characteristics and tells you who they are, you should believe them. You shouldn't try and hold an imaginary characterization or an imaginary possibility of this person, and that you should take the face value of who they say they are and not be blinded by hope or enchantment. The rest of the quote is, "Universe showing signs, damn right you best receive." So this whole line is a part of a song called "My Name" by Jeezy. The universe showing signs you best believe. Not everything is black and white. Not everything is going to be based in logic. For most of my life, I believed that, you have to be grounded. You have to believe only what you see. But sometimes you have to take signs from the universe that something is a certain way, and that maybe you should take a risk. Maybe you should trust your gut. Maybe there is a higher being trying to tell you something that goes against what you currently believe. At number 5, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." Theodore Roosevelt. This quote is important because I've always been a quieter person. I don't go around bragging and boasting. I don't talk a lot of smack. But, I always believe in myself and always tried to have a good defense. You don't always want to show your cards right away. Play your cards close to your hand. You don't want your opponent knowing all of your tricks or your playbook. It ties into Sun Tzu's Art of War, where when you are weak, appear strong, and when you are strong, appear weak. Don't always go telling everyone your trick up your sleeve, your best weapon. Sometimes it's best to keep that to yourself and let them find out if they want to. At number 4, "If you gaze long into the abyss, the abyss also gazes into you, by Friedrich Nietzsche. I consider myself a thinker. I like to think about things. Sometimes when you try and think of what is wrong with the world or the biggest problems in the world, sometimes that's all you see. That's all you can think about. That's the lens that you try and put everything through. So this quote, when you look into the void or you try and understand everything that's wrong, sometimes that's the lens that you're going to view everything. So this is kind of a warning to not always focus on the wrong and problems in the world, but also try and find the good and try and find the joy. Number 3. Now, this quote I have kind of turned into my own. The original quote is, "They don't think it be like it is, but it do," by Oscar Gamble, a baseball player. My turn on it is, "They don't know how it do, but it be." Now, this is saying that people may not understand the reasoning for something or understand how something works, but that does not change the fact that it is operating in the way that it does, that it produces the effects that it is, and that just because they don't understand doesn't mean it isn't true or real. Number 2, I have the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Attributed to Reinhold Niebuhr. Now, this quote has been used in a lot of different groups, in a lot of different circles. I believe it is very important to pick your battles. Understand what is yours to change in the world. Understand what it is that you can truly affect in your life, and not go around picking battles that you can't win or things that are out of your hand. Instead, focus on what is within your ability to change, what is in your ability to affect, and let go and let God. At number 1, I have one of my favorite quotes attributed to Rocky Balboa. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it'll beat you there and keep you to your knees permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you can hit, it's about how you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, you can go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not be pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Alright. So, that quote is important to me because you really gotta go out and get what you want in life. You gotta really put the world on your shoulders. You gotta really try to be who you want to be. You can't let other people keep you down, and you can't be making excuses for being where you're not want to be. You know, it's important to reach out to people and ask for help sometimes, but you gotta do it. You got. If it is to be, it is up to me. That's another quote, but that's more than 10, so that'll be on the next list. Which of these did you find important? Which ones of these did you like? Which ones resonate with you? Which ones haven't you heard before? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'll be back with some more words of wisdom another time. All right. Thanks. Bye.